Right. Let's get these cards. Hello, everybody. As you're coming on, I'm just sorting my cards out. They all fell, so they're not quite right. Yeah, I've got them now. Right, I'm using my Queen of the Moon Oracle today. Marianne, hello. How are you? Happy Sunday to you. Okay, let's give you a card. Let's have a look what we got here. Right, sweetheart. You have got focus. Can you see? It's like you've got your head above water. So maybe you've got a few problems at the minute and we need to get you back on track. The moon is quite high in the sky and it says it's the waxing of the moon. But as I see here, I see the butterfly. The butterfly is showing me that you're very spiritual in your own way, but I just feel you're keeping your head just above water at the moment. I know at the moment you are feeling a bit over the top, kind of. I know as I look at this, I've got number 14 there. 14 door, 14 age, 1 and 4 is 5. 5 is May. But I just feel with you at the moment, sweetheart, you need to just focus a bit more on yourself and not feel as though you're too much over and under. Sweetheart, I've got a lady with you. And this lady, she's about 5'3". I can see her with her head in a cupboard, as though she's trying to clear out the cupboards. She was always busy, busy, busy. I know that she had a lot going on in her life before she passed, but she said she loved you to bits. Mom or grandma, I know there's a lot going on at the moment, and I know that there's so much love going for you. I am given for you, Marianne, the name of Mary, but I want to give you Marion, and also I want to give you Pauline. So I know these people are around this lady. I feel that when she was on the earth plane, she loved to be out in her garden, and especially with her spring flowers. She loved the spring flowers. She loved to be able to go outside and just pick a few for the house. Sweetheart, I know as I'm talking to you, sweetheart, this lady is pushing you to do something with your life. Maybe you need a spiritual pathway to help you to find you. Marion, okay. But I want to say, these are the names she gave me. She said, are you thinking about selling up and buying something new? Because I just feel I just want you to start to be more aware of yourself. As she's talking to me, there's a gentleman just come in. Midlife crisis. So she's saying about moving forward. So I just thought it was moving home, but she said you've got to move forward, move with the times. Sweetheart, the gentleman coming in, and I feel it's her husband. He was a gentleman that didn't have a lot of words to say. He wasn't a shouter, but he liked to be in charge. He gives me Joe, the name Joe. And he also gives me Michael, so they are around you. He said I had to give you some lovely poppies. So poppies to me are August and also November. So that's your new pathway, isn't it? Let's sing again. Let's do things we want to do. I know as I'm talking to him, he just wanted to say, now is the time to make the changes happen. I also have an Alsatian dog with you. And the Alsatian dog, as I look at it, it is more black than brown. It has got a few other markings on it. But I know this Alsatian is very close around your family. I'm showing a pot of flowers. And in these flowers, they are gladiolus. They are beautiful, I want to say lupins. So time to spread the seeds. I know as I'm talking to you, lovey, don't put things on hold. Move forward. And that is the message for you, sweetheart. Move forward. Right, let's have a look. Amy, can I talk to you? Amy. That's a nice way of spelling it. A-I-M-I. Right, Amy. You've got the card fear. You see here, lovey, it's like somebody that's trying to catch the birds because they were frightened of the birds. But you've got nothing to fear but fear itself. And this is what this is saying. Something you're fearing at this moment. Maybe it's life's challenges. Maybe it's the way your life is at the moment, people around you. But it's like going like here. I know as I'm talking to you, sweetheart, I just see you in a place where you need to just expand. We have the number 11 here. 11 is November, 11 on a door, 11 age, 11th of the month. 1 and 1 is 2, 2 is February. Okay, so that card is telling you there's nothing to fear but fear itself. But what you fear, don't ever let others put you back to where you were before. I know that I have a lady with you that absolutely love floral print. As I see it, I see lots going on with you. I know as she's talking to me, I can see the chintz curtains. I can see her settee covered with floral print. I can see her sitting, embroidering. I can see her knitting. And I can feel all this love that's coming to you from her. She gives me the name of Jean and also Mary. I know as I'm talking to her, she's saying about you getting back on track and finding yourself again. She says there's nothing to fear. You have to find you. Be yourself and know at the end of the day that the spirit world is always there to support you. Maybe you need a circle that can help you to progress. Maybe there's a need for you to find a new avenue to walk. Right. I also have a gentleman with you, and he does give me the name of Jack. And he's also given me Alan, and also he's given me Barry. So I know these names are important around you. I feel that he was a gentleman that always used his hands. And I know as he's talking to you, he's saying you're good with your hands as well. I feel he had a bad chest before he went to the spirit world because he just made me cough. He said, never, ever stop worrying about life. Life will get better. Just believe yourself. I'm giving you some beautiful orange roses. Orange roses are for your adrenal system. It's time now to start to think about yourself. All right, sweetheart? And I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, can I talk to Coral Henry, please? Coral Henry. Sweetheart, you've got the pleasure card. Can you see it? And this is energy. Can you see the pleasure and energy? And this is energy so much around you. But the pleasure you get from being in charge of you. Coral, I know as I see this moon, the moon is the waning moon for the month of March. We have the number 18 here. 18 door, 18th of the month, 1 and 8 is 9, 9 is September. You're welcome, Amy. I know as I'm talking to you, Coral, that you need this energy at this moment. You're not a person that gives up easily. And I feel you mustn't give up. You must follow your dreams, find who you are, and show that there's a lot going on around you. I have a lady here with you, and this lady, she comes forward. She is showing me a garden, and it is so let out. I've got bushes all the way around. And then I've got a lovely bit of a lawn. And then I've got all around is like borders. She was a lady that loved the different flowers. And she was very much a lady that loved to be in her kitchen also. She loved her kitchen because the kitchen was her domain. She loved to bake. She loved to make stew. She loved to make soup. She was just a lady that was always giving to her family. I want to say mum or grandma. I do feel there was a lovely, I want to say that she was a strong lady in the senses that she brought her family up the way she needed to. I've got a gentleman as also with her, and he's sitting up the table with her, and they're enjoying a custard tart each. So I know that's memories of sitting and having a custard tart. I don't know whether she was the lady that she made the custard tarts, but I know the gentleman, as he comes forward, he is bringing lots of love for you. He's saying as a child, you were a strong lady and you gave so much and so much for you. I know all the stuff that is given to you is knowledge. He gave you so much knowledge, not only from herself and himself, but from both of them. Maybe it's time to take a step forward. Get yourself some spiritual books that can help you to move forward. I see also changes coming by the time the end of the year comes. Maybe a relationship, or maybe it is something that you are needing at the moment. You are not to blame, you're being told. Everything happens for a reason. And whatever happened in the past is past. Okay, Coral, I've just been given a beautiful yellow rose for you for memories. But take that love that's been given, and I'm going to leave that with you. Right, can I speak to Mona Ellie Munoz? Sweetheart, I can't always guarantee your father will come through. All I can tell you is I can give you the messages and just see who comes through for you. Okay. Right. You are being given. You're welcome, Coral. I'm talking to Mona Ellie. All right. You've got the card Wisdom. Can you see? Wisdom. If you look, you can see you standing, looking across the great horizon. The moon is 3/4, and it is telling you that although you are looking across the ladder you've climbed, you're just telling you the wisdom is in knowledge. We have the number 22 there, 22 age, 22 door, 22nd of the month. 2 and 2 is 4, 4 is April. As I'm talking to you, Mona, I just feel you have to find yourself again. It's like you're at a loss on what to do next. I know that you take a lot on board, and I know that it's took its toll. But I have a lady here with you. And this lady, as she comes forward, she's aged about late 70s. I want to say that she was a grandma figure. I know that she had so much love to give you. She gives me Gladys, Margaret, and also Joan for you. She's a lady that was very much took time to help. I know there's a lot going on in your life. And this lady is saying that love comes from within. She said you've had to stand your ground in a situation that has knocked you back away. But she's a lady that gave quite a lot of advice, and it was good advice she gave. I see her sitting in her own chair, and her chair was one which was quite large, but it was her chair. I'm seeing green on the chair, so it's a green chair. I'm also given Evelyn as well, so I know connected. I've got these ladies in the spirit world, grandmas, grandmothers, whatever you call them, they are there and they are giving you the knowledge that you need. You need to ask the questions about them because they are there. As you said, your father's passed. I have a gentleman with you, father or grandfather, a gentleman that stood up for his own rights. He was a gentleman that could be very vocal. He liked to do things his own way. He was also very much a gentleman that would help to give things a second chance. So if he finds something that had just a second life, he would do that. Mona, I'm given the name of Alan, John, and William. I know this gentleman had a cancer condition. I want to give you the surname of Smith. I know there was other people around him that did lots for family. I know this gentleman was in the army. I know that he smoked, number 6. He then changed to Benson and Hedges because I see the gold packages. And I know that he took you on his shoulders. I know this gentleman is very much part of your family. And I know that he loved you to bits. He's on about his ring. You must have his ring. The ring was important. He's showing me pain in his stomach, coming down his stomach. And he gives me also the name of Colin. So whether Colin is a family member or an uncle, I don't know, but I'm giving you these names as well. But I know this gentleman who is with you says time to get back on track and find a way forward for yourself. He's saying here, you know what you've got to do it. Never show people that you are not ready to move forward. I know at the end of the day, you just need to find yourself again. Hi, Trish. I know at the end of the day, it's all about you. Maybe it is time for you to join a spiritual circle and find you. Okay, sweetheart. He's just given me some beautiful daffodils, and the daffodils are for March. So just take the love that you've been given. And I know whenever, if you want your father to come forward, you will get there. All right, sweetheart, leave that with you. Michelle Fury, let's talk to you then. I don't know what name you went before, but I just know that I just need to give you a card. All right. Your card is discernment. It's like you've got your head in the clouds. Have you got something going on in your life that you don't want people to see? Because I see you hidden from view. Your moon is nearly the half moon. And as I see it, it says waxing. This is for October, the number 10. October is part and parcel of going through what you've needed on your path. The 10 is for strength. 1 and 0 is 1, new beginnings. But I feel that you're hidden from view. You're keeping yourself hidden because you don't want people to see things that are hurting you. I hope that makes sense there. You just put your card away. Right, sweetheart. I have a lady here with you that always wore blue. She's a lady that would be mum or grandma. She was a lady that loved to sew. And she was also a lady that loved to read. She's a lady about 5'4". She's wearing glasses. But I know she loved the colour blue. She's showing me that you like the colour blue also. She's on about music. She loved music. I know with you, Michelle, you just need to put the past to bed. Let it go. I'm hearing that song, Let It Go, Let It Go. And I think that was a song that was more ready for you. I know as she's talking to me, she's showing me that you have to get back on track. Gentleman comes. This gentleman, he loved the outdoors. I see him with a spaniel. I feel he was in either the army or the navy. I see him walking along the seafront. And I see the seafront with lots of breakers, the sea coming up. So you must love. You see the name you've got, Fury. Maybe that is the name that you need to bring back to yourself about being furious about somebody. I know with you also there is a small angular man. And when I mean angular, his features are quite strong. I see a beard. He loved to play chess. He loved also sausages. Of all the things to give me, he's given me sausages and onions, sausage and mash, sausages and sandwiches. So I know that he loved that. Michelle, I'm given Bill. I'm given also Norman. And I'm also given John. I know they're connected around you. And I know also I have to give you Betty. Michelle, take the love that is being given you and always making things right. Thank you for working with me. I'm coming to you, Jeanette Cullen, because I'm still seeing sausages and you're making sausage sandwiches. So that is so strange. So Janet Cullen. I had egg and chips today before I come on because I've got to go to the hospital. Right, you've got the void, which is a black hole. Can you see the black hole? And this is number one. Number one is, I'm just saying, number one is new beginnings. January, it's ready to take things not to heart, but to move forward. The moon is in its second sconce. So I know that the moon is quite strong around you today. Because today is the 1st of September. So the number one. But I know as I'm talking to you, sweetheart, that you have really got to start to think about yourself a bit more. Somebody's singing to me, and I think it's a man. You know Jerry Lee Lewis's song, Great Balls of Fire? I want to give you that for some reason. And I know as I'm talking to him, he was very much that loved the old music, 60s music, Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis. He loved them all. And he loved Black Sabbath because this is what he's telling me. And this is either your dad or an uncle. He was a bit of a joker when he was on the earth plane. And he's telling me about collecting things. He was a collector. I don't know if he was a collector of stamps or the collector of coins, but I know that he's very much with you. I know with this man, he's saying here that before he passed to the spirit world, he knew he was going. He knew. Okay. He's blowing you kisses. So I know he's very close with you, but he was a joker. He loved the films, the old films too. He was a gentleman that absolutely loved, like Norman Wisdom. He loved to, all those kind of films, all the Carry On films. He gives me Jim, the name Jim. And he also just gave me the lovely, lovely pink rose for you. He said he suffered. Sweetheart, I know with you, I just want you to take a bit of me time, as I need my me time at the moment. I know at the end of the day, it was something that was over the top for you. Lady with you, the lady that is with you, I want to say mum or grandma. I want to give you the name of Pamela. I want to give you the name of Jean and also Janet. The lady is wearing a lovely navy blue cardigan, and I feel she knitted that herself. She did have a knitting machine. She's a lady that loved any kind of flowers, but her favourite was the anemone. She said the beautiful colours of the anemones. She said she loved them. Lots of ladies like the spring flowers, but she didn't. She loved the anemones, and you should be able to find that out. She says, time to write what the Spirit's given you, because there's lots going on in your life at the moment that you just need, just for the moment, to find the true you again. Be yourself and show others that you are strong. All right, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Oh, I've got somebody singing, We All Live in a Yellow Submarine, and I'm going to talk to Julie Orkney. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, yellow submarine. I don't know why, but I want to sing that to you, Julie Orkney. So somebody that loved the Beatles and also that song. Maybe the film, The Yellow Submarine, I don't know, but I have to give you. I want to give you this card, which is Extremes. And it's like, I'm cold. My feet are cold. And with the surname of Orkney, it's cold in the Orkneys. As I see this, I see somebody warming their feet and legs. I also see the moon is a full moon, and it's called the horn moon. I see everything in here is quite open, but the heat is around you. We have the number 34 here, Julie. 34 age, 34 door, 3 and 4 is 7, 7 is July. But each time I look at this and I see the extremes, I feel someone around you is pushing you too far. It's time to find yourself again and show others that you are stronger than what they think you are. Julie, look to, I want to say March next year, when things will start to get better and change around you. You've been questioning yourself. But stop worrying. Life will get better. We promise you. Lady here. She's quite slim in the body. Always busy. Didn't stop. She would walk to the town or the village. She would do her shopping daily. She never had a full cupboard. She was a lady that just did what she needed to do. She showed me a plate of liver and onions. Well, that is what I had on Friday. And that just showed you that she loved to cook cheap, easy meals. She was a housewife. I don't feel she went to work. She was just a housewife. Had meals on the table, dinner and tea. She always cooked exactly what she wanted to give for herself. And I told you liver and onions, but they've brought the sausages back and I've got sausage and mash. But she used to walk exactly as I said. She would walk daily up to the town or the village and do her bit of shopping. Have a policeman with you. This policeman is either your father or your grandfather. I know he's a policeman because I just saw the Bobby's helmet. Ah. I know with you, Julie, this gentleman is either your father or your grandfather. And I know going back in past, you will find either a great-grandfather was in the police force as well. Julie, I have to give you the names of Betty, Irene, and also I want to give you Maisie. And I want to give you the gentleman. I want to give you Roy. I want to give you Albert. And I want to give you also Peter. I've asked for something special for you. And I am given some mistletoe. So the mistletoe is for Christmas, which is in December. And I know that he is just showing me that because love fixes everything. Okay, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, Linda Scanlon. Linda, you've got growth. Can you see growth? It's like growing higher and further. Linda, I see the number 5 here. And it is a crescent moon. 5 is May. But I'm just seeing a clock. Time. Time is of the essence. Time waits for no man. But I'm just feeling that time is the essence for you at the moment. The sky is, I want to say this is the evening. This is dusk. And I can see the moon, which is the crescent moon. But I also see the trees that are growing around you. I'm so tired with you. I just felt so tired. So are you tired of doing things that you're not getting any answers for? Linda, I've got a lady with you. The lady is giving me the name of Lily. She's a small lady, about 5'3". She was a lady that would make lots and lots of pies, especially apple and blackberry, strawberry pie, but all the pies, and she would make custard to go with them. I'm given Eileen, and I also want to give you Margaret, and I want to give you also Betty. I'm seeing here with you also a gentleman that loved to watch his birds. I don't know whether he had pigeons in a loft, or he just liked to be outside with the birds. I can see him with his binoculars. I also see a poodle. The poodle is white in colour. Just showing you now, museums. Do you like to go around museums? Because he's just showing me the museums. Or he was a collector. Said you need courage to get you back on track. Just remember, sweetheart, you have to trust yourself. I've just been given Nick, the name Nick. And also Hazel. So look to the next few months where things will start to get better. But at the end of the day, trust yourself. I'll leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Trish Cook. Thanks, Linda, for confirming that. Trish, you've got protection. See the bird? You're welcome, Linda. Trish Cook, you've got protection. And the bird is looking after its young in its nest. The moon is a crescent. And I can see the number 24. 24 age, 24 month, 24 door, 2 and 4 is 6, 6 is June. When I look more carefully at this bird is trying to protect the birds in the nest. And this is the waning crescent. So I know that it is all going back so it can come round full circle. So that's your life at the minute. Things come in full circle. Trish, I've got a lovely lady with you. And this lady is mother, sister, or aunt. She's showing me jewellery. So I don't know whether you had lots of jewellery, but I'm seeing a filigree necklace. I feel she had problems with her bowel before she passed to the spirit world. She either had IBS or somebody has got IBS around you at the moment. I see a locket with a cartouche on it and a name. I know that this lady had jewellery and she left that jewellery. So whether you've got it or someone else in the family has got it. I'm given Ruby. And I also want to give you Margaret and also June. I'm yawning with you as well. Are you overtired? Is there something happening around you where you're not getting enough sleep? Because I'm just seeing that. And about life in general. Some money was lost or some was taken. Ah, that's what I saw was the locket. But do you understand where some money was taken? And it weren't just little bits. It was about 25, 35, 25, 35, all money taken. You thought it was misplaced, but I feel it was taken. I'm given Gladys, Grace, Margaret. Ah, I knew there was money pinch because I just saw the money going. Right. I'm also just given you that's, oh, it is. But I'm just feeling as I just want for a moment to warm myself up and get myself back to where I used to be. I want to say age 60, something age 60. Right, gentleman now comes, and this gentleman is just given me the name of Alex, the name Alex. And also I want to give you Peter, and I also want to give you as well the name of Raymond. Okay, there's a lot going on in your life at the moment, but it will get better. And I'm shown a lot of silverware as well that went missing. You have to now start to rebuild your life. Show others you're not the person that they could walk all over. I've been asked to give you some crimson roses. Okay, I had to give you those names because that's what I was told to give you. But the crimson roses are for perfect love. So we'll leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right, who we got left? Have we got anybody else? Andrea Peel. Okay. Andrea Peel, you've got release. Can you see? The moon is a crescent room, and it is a waning crescent, just going. We've got the number 27. 2 and 7 is 9. 9 is September. 27th of the month, 27 on a door. Andrea, as I look at this, I see the colour purple. I also see the colour green, gold, and white. They're all colours that you are needed around you at the moment, Andrea. Andrea, I have a lady with you. The lady absolutely loved her spring garden. She's shown me lovely, lovely daffodils, crocuses. Also, she's saying to me about getting down and doing your own thing again. You've had so much going on in your life that you haven't known which way to turn. But Andrea, I just want to say to you, it will get better. Just remember, life is for living. Live your life the way you want to. Lady is, I want to say, is either your mother or your grandma. She loved her garden. She loved her spaniel. She loved her trees. And she said she loved as well her family. She loved to play word games. And she's shown me as well, there's so much going on in your life at the moment that you need to turn the clock back, come to terms, shut the door. Andrea, I am given the names of Margaret, Dorothy, and also I want to give you Fiona. Gentleman now comes who had a stroke. I'm feeling the left-hand side. I want to give you the number 85, age your door. And I know there's a lot going on in your life that you need to just push yourself back on track. I'm given Norman, Peter, and David. Just take this love and let me say thank you for working with me. Eva Pierce, are you still here? Eva Pierce? Eva Pierce, are you still here? Ah, yeah, you go. Right, Eva, your card is self-reflection. Seeing yourself in 3D. A mirror that shows it all. I feel you are not seeing who the true person is. You're not seeing yourself for who you are. You are a lady that gives so much of yourself. And they're saying here about generosity. We have the full moon. We have the number 17, 17 door, 17 age, 17 is 8, 8 is August. The moon is quite full, but not quite to the full moon. But I see this mirror and you trying to see yourself in 3 different ways. I know at the end of the day, as I'm talking to you, I feel it is now time to look at yourself and say to self, I am ready to see myself in the true state I am. Eva, there is so much going on. And I know that this month is special for you. You understand the name of Septimus. Maybe that is your guide, your helpmate. I don't know, but I'm giving Septimus. As I'm talking also, I have this lady coming in. And this lady is about 5'4". She was a lady that gave a lot of her life to helping others. She was also a very good cook. And she loved to make Sunday dinner. And the Sunday dinner was always a good roast. She said to say to you that you are a strong home giver as well. But I know at the end of the day that you have so much to do to help yourself. And I feel that's why they were showing me the 3D image of you. You've got lots going on and you don't know which way to turn. But I know at the end of the day, trust in yourself. Life is not always a bowl of cherries, but you will find yourself. I'm given now, I've got a gentleman here with me who's given me the name of Jonathan. So I don't know whether Jonathan is his name or you understand Jonathan around you. I know this gentleman was lanky. And I know that he was a very busy man when he was on the earth plane. I feel that he had an accident. And it was the accident that took him. I'm given Mark, also John and William. I know, sweetheart, that you take too much to heart yourself. But look at yourself in the different dimension and say to yourself, there is no mountain is too high enough for you to climb. You will find that. You will do it. And I know that you need to do it. You need to do it for yourself. I feel you have lots going on. And I know that your mum or your nan loved you to pieces. Stop doing things at breakneck speed. Do it in your own time. Be yourself. And show yourself that you're not stubborn. Just remember, Eva is positive. Then John. So John, it doesn't have to be Jonathan. It could be John, just John. But I know around you, you have to see yourself and find yourself to be more important. All right, sweetheart? But now I know with you, time to put the past to bed and move forward. I'm given Brian. And I'm also given as well the month of June and also Natasha. So I think they're all family members or people who they remember. But I know at the end of the day, you are strong. You are ready to take that next step forward. Just be yourself and you'll get there. Thank you for working with me. And I am going to say to Sam Dove, you've got nourishment. See all the fruit and all the vegetables all the way around. Your moon is a part of a crescent moon. It's just past a crescent moon. I see the waterfall. I feel you need more than what people can give you. But I know whatever you need, you will get. I have the little angels and the butterflies, as well as the fruit and vegetables. We have the number 27, or the 7 and 27. I want to say the 27th of the month for a reason. I don't know why. But I want to give you the number 7. 7 age, 7 door, 7th of the month. 7 is July. But I also want to give you the number 27. 27 is something that is either recent or you know what I'm talking about. I am given June, and this lady that comes forward, she's either June or she is Betty. But I know June is important, month or the name. I'm told to say to you, Sam, time to get some books and read about your own spirituality. I know at the end of the day, it's all to do with you. Oh, wow, Patrick. I know there's a lot going with you, Sam, but this lady who's just with you has just made you some chicken soup as a memory. And she's made you some homemade bread to dip into your soup. She's giving you a new way forward. I know a lot is going on in your life at the moment, but this lady who is with you is very much adamant that you can find your own way. And I know she's with you every step of the way. She just said Dorothy, maybe known as Dot. And also I want to give you Sheila, as well as Shirley. But I know with you, sweetheart, time to say to yourself, I am ready to move forward. Gentleman comes to bring you some beautiful aubergines out of the garden. You said you need aubergines for your health. I don't know. I've never tasted one. I don't know what they're for. Anyway, I don't know health-wise, but can you just have a look why they've given you aubergines? Said your prospects are quite high. Just follow your own thoughts. You will get there. The gentleman gives me Andrew, and he also gives me Paul and Mark. But I know at the end of the day, trust in yourself. All right, sweetheart, I'm going to leave that with you. I'm sorry, everyone. I can't give you any more time because I've got to go to see my husband. He's in respite now, so he's there for a week. So I still need to go every day to make sure that he's all right. So until Wednesday, I'm back 12 till 1 Wednesday. So goodbye, everyone. Have a good day.